It's the Benz Brunani womanist. Baby boys, baby girls, you need to hear this. You sit down, receive this realness. Make sure your cup's ready for the tea, we are go sip it, yo. Hard time scrolling for your long shorts. You might learn something you never know. Collect you fine, and she's one of a kind. Don't say you're mine, say you're mine.
Hey, baby loves, extra content, baby loves. Yeah. Every day my singing goes to a new level and I can only be thankful to God. Yeah. So thank you all of the patrons that have bought your tickets so far. It's a shame that some of you can't be there. I would love to see you all there because I know that you're supporting me and you're all around the world. But I would love to see as many of you there as possible. So let's get back into this. I feel, for me personally, let me tell you something. I feel like the reason that the Two of Cups came up at the bottom of the deck is because the person I'm speaking to actually watches the extra content. Are you having an affair? Because I'm watching you. The reason I say that is because whenever the devil comes up and it comes up with either the Lovers or it comes up with the Two of Cups, it's speaking about a relationship, and it's maybe a relationship that you shouldn't be in. And if it's not an affair, it's a relationship that's incredibly dysfunctional or has the potential to be dysfunctional because you're not paying attention to the red flags that are in front of you. Please pay attention to the red flags. Like, you're my patrons. I want the best for you in this entire life. But if you see that there are two people holding out cups to each other, right? If the person is trying to give you a cup that's filled with dirt and just disgustingness, you're going to be exchanging it for the beautiful fluid that you have in your cup. Or maybe, are you the person, not trying to be mean, but are you the person with the filthy cup? Are you the person with the issues that you're refusing to work through, and instead you're ignoring them by having your vices, whether they be alcohol, whether they be drugs, whether they be sex? You're using these things to avoid dealing with the fact that you need to clean out your cup so you can give something worthwhile to other people when you're in relationships with them, and you're not constantly like sapping them of energy, and then it becomes this whole cycle of just toxic things. It's something that needs to be addressed. And at the same time, I feel like, are there parts of you that you're ashamed of? And because you're ashamed of them, you feel like you're not worthy of being in a relationship with someone. You are worthy, whether it's things to do with your mental health, like you're working through your mental health issues at the moment and you're like, oh, nobody will want me if they know that I'm dealing with all of these things. You are wanted, you are beautiful, you are worthy. You shouldn't look at those aspects and think that you're any less, because you're not. You deserve great things. You deserve great things, and the only way you're going to get them is by embracing all of you and working. Embracing all of you doesn't mean you just accept it and go, well, this is the way that I am, because I fucking hate when people do that. If you know that there's work to be done on you, go and do the motherfucking work, because until you do the motherfucking work, all of the beautiful unions, all the God-ordained unions that you deserve can't make their way to you because you're moving mad. Yeah? So that is the advice from the Two of Cups. Mixed, with the devil this week. So some of you have already watched my Instagram story where I talked about the fact that, as you know, I've started BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it's rather difficult because I think as a Black woman, the same thing that Serena Williams faces in certain regards is the fact that I'm considered masculine, and therefore I'm considered like strong, and so therefore the ways in which that my competence is judged much more harshly than like a white woman. And I say this because when I'm in classes, I'm proper like going through it, busting my ass, really trying to understand what is going on and what I'm meant to be doing. Yet when it's time for grappling, because we have like a sparring session at the end, when it's time for sparring now, and I'm holding down all of these gal them, nobody's going, well done, Kelechi. So the teacher doesn't even actually know my name. He doesn't. And I know that the class is large, but fam, learn the names of your students. How are you referring to me as, and then you? What? So These girls are struggling to get out of my hold. All of them things there. I'm getting out of theirs nice and easily, not a thing. Yet the teacher's going to them, come on, you can do it. But nothing for me. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So I wasn't going to say anything about it. Then on Thursday, another girl came, South Asian girl. She came to the class and we were talking about my experiences. And I was saying to her that, you know, basically what I just said, that I don't feel like I get encouraged enough because I'm a Black woman and I've cut my hair off. So by most, I feel like metrics, I'm just seen as masculine. And so therefore more is expected of me in that sense. And I just think it's unfair because everybody needs encouragement. And I said this, and a white girl was listening, and she's the girl that I usually grapple with. She was listening to the conversation as we were walking to the tube station, and she goes, oh, are you sure? Is that what you really think? Is that what you really think? Maybe you just don't get encouraged because you're a newbie. You have to prove yourself to the teacher. Show him that you're good. So first of all, I thought, okay, dumb bitch. First thing I need you to do right now is 8:15 a.m., find a straw, find your mother and suck her dry. How about that? Let's just start there so it can wake you up for the day. Okay, second thing we need to do is understand certain things. You encourage the new people the most. The new people need the encouragement. So how can you say to me, oh, it's because you're a newbie that you're not getting encouraged? What fucking sense does that make? How did you do 2 + 2 and get yam? Are you dumb? That's one. Then the next thing is that you said, I need to prove myself to the teacher, even though I don't need to prove myself to any motherfucking body except God. Prove yourself to the teacher, show him that you're good. But baby girl, baby, what other way is there to prove that I'm good than the fact that you, man, have been coming for over 11 months to this class and you are, I have to let you put me in a submission hold. I have to let you, because if I didn't, you would still be struggling. So what other way is there to prove that I'm good other than that? So again, it's this thing that white women do almost automatically, or white people do almost automatically, in that they try to reframe the very real lived experience that you've had by telling you how it really is. Yet all the examples, all the ways that they try to derail and gaslight you doesn't make any fucking sense. So I said that and instantly she was in a mood. So we're walking to the tube station now. It's time for 3 of us to get on the tube. She goes, oh, I'm going to go and sit in a different carriage because I'm getting off at a different stop. But it's a tube train, babes. So it's not going to detach at any point. So that doesn't make any sense. But you know when white women get into that fragile mode when they can't use tears and then they try to use logic, but they weren't born with it. So everything else is just wild. It's just wild. Just over there, just everywhere. It's actually unfair to say that they weren't born with it. Lots of people, everyone was born with it. Everyone was born with the ability to reason. It's just with white supremacy being at the helm of their learning, they pretty much put logic to the side and just operate through with whiteness. So she thought that made sense. She thought that made sense to go, oh, I'm going to go sit in a different carriage because I'm getting off at a different stop. What she was really saying was, I need to get away from this conversation as quickly as possible because I'm not the center of the narrative. And I feel like you're being mean about whiteness and I'm white. And oh my God, I'm in my feelings. So she went and sat in another carriage and the South Asian girl and I continued to talk about the issue. And we both said like how little sense that made for her to go and sit in another carriage. But when white people are white people in, you've just got to let them do what they're doing. And so, yeah, by the time you listen to this, if you do listen to this or watch this on a Monday, I'll be going to class on Tuesday and I'd be very, very interested in seeing how she now behaves towards me. We can all pretty much guess already that she won't want to like spar with me or anything like that because white people are offended by you mentioning racism rather than actually addressing their own racist actions. So, I mean, I would really like if I didn't have to change schools, but if I need to, I do. But I'm not going to change off one because of one white girl. Like, that's not going to happen. But I feel like she'll cry to everyone and be like, and she said these mean things. And she said, she's black. Yeah, why do you guys think that black is such a bad word? Like, you coined it. Why are you running from it? You know, like some white person will try to describe you to someone and they will try to use every word except for just use the most fucking obvious one and just say you're black. Have you seen Kelechi? Oh, Kelechi, I don't know what she looks like. Oh, well, Kelechi, she's tall. She's tall. She has eyes. Oh God. She has eyes. She has a nose. She's a Libra. Yeah. What I wouldn't be able to tell she's a Libra by looking at her. So what else do you have for me? Oh, she's black. Yeah. Didn't want to say that out loud. She's black. So it's just funny to me. So I think she's more offended by the fact that I've called out something that she was unaware of. And therefore, I think it makes her question the praise that she gets and the way that she fits into things. But look, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired of having to explain blackness to white people. It's not my duty. I just want to be out here talking about the things that I talk about. If you need to do some reading beforehand before you can join in on this seminar, then you do that reading. But it's not for me to come and tell you. So if she does attempt to move mad in those sessions, as God is my witness, I will deal with her entire pussy. I will deal with her. But I just hope that that's not the case. So everyone just send me positive vibes that I go in on Tuesday and everything's just calm, that there's no issues, because nobody wants it with me. They really don't. What was interesting though was an East Asian lady that has come to my pole classes previously, and she'd been doing BJJ for years. She saw my, as she referred to it, rant on Instagram, and she messaged me and said that she's really sad that that's happening because she trains at the same place, but obviously she's a much higher level, so she's in a different class. And she said, oh, I'm really sad that that's happened. What's funny is that the teacher has said that he's impressed by you and he does think that you're strong, and I do feel like that's why he treats you differently. But I don't mind mentioning to him that maybe he should address his teaching style and to make it more clear to you that he does see that you're doing well. But someone shouldn't have to tell you. Like, you should be able to say yourself, especially since I'm new, you should be able to start that dialogue. He and I haven't spoken any words to each other. Yeah, I'm attending his classes twice a week. It's really weird to me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Some people are just awkward. And because they're awkward people, they make awkward teachers. But I don't want to infer anything about his personality because I don't really know him. But if this girl goes to cry to him, then everybody's going to get dragged as far as I'm concerned. But I'm speaking from a place because my therapist has encouraged me to speak about how I feel about things as opposed to just what happened. And I feel hurt by it. I feel hurt by the situation because I would love for us as Black people to be able to speak about our experiences without someone second guessing us and making us have to question our own realities about, oh, maybe it wasn't that. No, it was what you said it was. Yeah. And that's it. But they will only try to explain it away to make themselves more comfortable, not to make you more comfortable. So it hurt my feelings. It did hurt, but I'm made of stronger stuff. And I'm going to go to that class on Tuesday and I'm going to do my motherfucking best. And I'm going to go to that class on Thursday. I'm going to do my motherfucking best again. Because why? Because I'm a motherfucking winner. And that's what I motherfucking do. That was a lot of motherfucks. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. I can't wait to see those of you who are coming to the live show. Can't wait to see you there. I'm sending you all positive vibes and I'm sending you all the love in the world to make it through the week. If you are the person I've been speaking about in these tarot cards, if you want to holler at me, holler at me. If you don't, you know the work that you need to do. So I'll catch you later. Peace.
It's the Benz Brunani womanist. Baby boys, baby girls, you need to hear this. If you sit down, receive this realness. Make sure your cup's ready for the tea, we are go sip it, yo. Hard time scrolling for your long throats. You might learn something you never know. Collect you fine, and she's one of a kind. Don't say you're mine, say you're mine.